Thank you for watching DreamSpree Studio Yoga. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more yoga and meditation videos. Today's practice is good for intermediate level students. Please take modifications as needed and listen to your body. Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Today we are going to begin in child's pose. So go ahead and shift back onto your feet and come down with your forehead to the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. Start focusing on your breathing. And this is a good time to set an intention for your practice, something you can bring your mind back to in case it begins to wander, and maybe something you can bring out into your day off of the mat. And on your next inhale, you're going to crawl both hands over towards the left side of the mat. Get a good opening in that right side, and just keep breathing. Crawl your hands back to center, and then crawl them over to the right side of your mat, opening up the left side of the body. Breathe space into that side. Crawl the hands back to center and come up into a tabletop position. We're going to do cat and cow pose. So inhale the back up into cat stretch. Exhale down into cow stretch. Do some intuitive movements with the shoulders and hips, and just continue to flow with your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Come back to a neutral spine. Take your left arm out to the side and thread it underneath your right arm. Bring the elbow down to the ground and look over to the right side. It's a good stretch for the shoulder. Now come back to center, bring the right arm out, thread it underneath the left arm, come down to the left elbow. Breathe into that shoulder. On your next inhale, come up and put your arm back down to center. We're going to push back into our first down dog of the day. So you can pedal your feet, get some movements into the legs. You can rock back and forth a little. Come up and down on your toes, and then bring your toes up and shift both heels over to the left side of the mat, getting a good stretch in the right side of the right leg. Breathe into this. And inhale both heels back up and shoot them over to the right side of the mat, getting a good stretch on the left side of the left leg. And continue to breathe. Inhale your heels up and back to center. Look in between your hands. Step or hop forward to the front of the mat. Inhale all the way up into tall mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale your hands back up overhead in tall mountain, and exhale down, forward fold. Catch each elbow and hang in ragdoll. Can wave side to side, shake your head out, let go of any tension in the neck. Inhale all the way back up into tall mountain and bring your hands to heart center. I'm stepping to the center of the mat so you can see me better. Inhale your hands overhead and exhale your right arm over to the left side. Look underneath the right elbow. Breathe into that right side body. And inhale back to center and exhale the left arm over to the right side. Look underneath that left elbow and breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale back to center. We're going to clasp our hands behind us like I am in the front. And just push your chest out. Let your neck go back, but do not strain. Get a good stretch across those pecs and the front side of the body. Release the arms and shake them out at your sides and just start to swing back and forth. Let your arms go loose. Just swing across both sides of the body. Go with your inhales and exhales. Just letting any stress you have go. As you come back to center, get ready to do 3 sun salutation A's. So inhale overhead, exhale down, halfway lift, exhale down, step back, chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Take a breath here, look in between your hands, step or hop forward, rise all the way up into tall mountain, hands to heart center. Do it again, inhale up, exhale down, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, step back, chaturanga, up dog, exhale down dog. Look in between your hands, come forward on your mat, rise all the way up, hands to heart center. Inhale up, exhale down, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, step back, chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Pause here for a few breaths. Going to begin flowing into plank, so inhale forward into plank, exhale back into down dog. Inhale plank, exhale down dog. Inhale plank, exhale down dog. Kick your right leg up into 3-legged dog, step in between your hands, rise up into high lunge. Stay here for 3 breaths. Come into warrior 2, spin the left foot parallel with the back of the mat. Hold. Inhale the right leg straight, tilt your hips forward, reach over to the ankle, left hand to the sky and triangle. Rise back up to center, bring the left foot in a little, square your hips, come forward into pyramid. You can bring your hands down just as far as you can comfortably. On your next inhale, bend the front leg and rise back up into warrior 2, gazing over the right hand in front of you. Turn the right arm over, look underneath it as you go back into peaceful warrior. Inhale back to center, bring the arms down to frame the foot, step back into plank, vinyasa, chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Take our plank flow again. Inhale into plank, exhale down dog. Inhale, exhale, plank, Down dog. This time, kick up the left leg into three-legged dog. Step in between your hands. Rise up into high lunge for 3 breaths. Open up into Warrior Two. Spin the right foot parallel with the back of the mat. Straighten the left leg. Hinge forward into triangle. Gaze up towards the right hand. Rise back up to center. Step the right foot in a little bit. Square your hips and come down into pyramid. Rise back up into Warrior Two. Flip the left arm over. Come back into Peaceful Warrior. Inhale back to center. Come to frame the foot. Step back. Take your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog. Inhale, down dog. Pause here for a few breaths. We're going to repeat the flow and go faster. 1 breath in between each movement. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Kick the right foot back, step in between your hands, rise up, high lunge. Open into Warrior Two. Come into triangle. Rise up, come into pyramid. Come into Warrior Two. Peaceful Warrior. Back down to the mat. Step back for vinyasa. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. You're going to repeat and do the left side. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Kick your left leg up. Step in between your hands. Come up into high lunge. Open Warrior Two. Triangle. Pyramid. Warrior Two. Peaceful Warrior. Come back down to frame the foot. Step back, take your vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, exhale, down dog, and come down into child's pose. We'll pause here for about 5 breaths. If your mind begins to wander, just bring it back to the intention you set for your practice. On your next inhale, come up into tabletop. Push yourself back into down dog. Look in between your hands, step or hop toward the front of the mat. Rise all the way up into tall mountain, hands to heart center in prayer. On your next inhale, bring your left knee up to your chest and hold for a few breaths. Bring the right hand to the hip, bring the left hand forward to grab your toes with your peace fingers and extend the leg in front of you. Hold for 3 breaths. Now bring the leg to the side. Hold for 3 breaths. Release the foot, step back into high lunge, arms overhead. Bring the left arm forward, right arm back, and look to the side. Cartwheel over to look to the back of the mat in Warrior Two. Come back into Peaceful Warrior. Rise back up to center, cartwheel the hands down, step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look between your hands, step or hop to the front of the mat. Rise all the way up into tall mountain and bring your hands to heart center. We're going to repeat with the right side. So inhale the right leg up, hug your knee towards your chest. Bring the left hand to your hip and extend the right foot in front of you with your peace fingers on your right toe. Extend the leg to the side. Release the leg, rise up into high lunge. Bring the right arm forward, left arm back. Revolved lunge. Cartwheel to face the back of the mat in Warrior Two. Come back into Peaceful Warrior. Cartwheel down to frame the foot. Step back. Take your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We're going to repeat this flow, but we're going to go with 1 breath for each movement. So look in between your hands. Step to the front of the mat. Rise all the way up into tall mountain. Hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale the left knee to chest. Extend the left leg forward. Bring the left leg to the side. Release the leg, step back into high lunge. Left arm forward, right arm back, revolved lunge. Cartwheel to face the back of the mat, Warrior Two. Underneath the hand, Peaceful Warrior. Come down to frame the foot, step back into plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Look in between your hands, step or hop forward. Rise all the way up into tall mountain. Hands to heart center. Bring the right leg up, knee to chest. Extend the right leg in front. Bring the right leg to the side. Release the leg, step back into high lunge. Right arm forward, left arm back, revolved lunge. Cartwheel to face the back of the mat, Warrior Two. Come back into Peaceful Warrior. Come down to frame the foot, step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Come down into Child's Pose. Take 5 breaths here. On your next inhale, push yourself back up into tabletop. You may need a block handy if you have tight hips. Push yourself back into down dog. We're going to go into pigeon. So inhale the right leg up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it parallel to the front of the mat, best that you can. If you can't come down into full pigeon, you can always sit on a block like this, or just prop up. Try to come down and bring your hips square to the floor and crawl your arms down just as far as you can comfortably. Breathe into the pose. Try to imagine any tension releasing as you breathe. On your next inhale, start to come out of pigeon carefully. Kick the left leg over so the ankle is beside the right knee. Inhale, right arm up. Hook it over the knee, look behind you in a twist. Come out of the pose. Bring yourself back into down dog. We're going to repeat with the left side. So three-legged dog, the left leg up. Try to square with the front of the mat best that you can. And again, remember you can use a block underneath the hips if you need to. Try to square your hips, come down as close to the floor as you can in pigeon. This pose, people either love it or they hate it. Just breathe into the pose and imagine all the tension releasing from the body. Carefully come up from the floor. Kick the right leg around so the ankle meets the left knee. Bring the left arm up, hook it beside the knee, and look behind you for a twist. Come back to center. Put the legs out straight in front of you and wiggle them out. Rise up overhead with your arms and come forward into forward fold. Breathe into the stretch. Imagine that you are coming down a little further with every exhale. Carefully come back up to center. We're going to come into boat pose. So bend your knees. You can hold the backs of your knees if you need to, or just come into boat with your arms out in front of you. You can extend into full boat if you need to. We'll be in boat for 5 breaths. Hands to heart center, Russian twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come back into boat for 5 breaths. Russian twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last boat pose. Russian twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now stretch out long on the mat, arms overhead, stretch it all out. Bring your hands back down to your sides, bend your knees, and windshield wiper your legs from side to side. You can put your arms out in a T. Just inhale and exhale the legs over to each side. Bring your legs back to center. Prepare to do bridge. Bring the arms to the sides. Raise your hips up. Bring your shoulders underneath you. Clasp your hands. You're going to hold this for 5 breaths. Come back down to the floor. Option to go into a second bridge or bring the hands up beside the ears and push up into full wheel. Inhale up. Stay here for 5 breaths, whichever position you choose. And release everything back down to the floor. Bring your feet up, grab the sides of your feet. Come into happy baby, rock from side to side. Give your back a good massage. Bring your knees in and give yourself a big hug because you did a great job today. And let everything go and release into Shavasana. Let your legs flop out, your arms flop out. Any tension you may feel in between your eyebrows, any tension in your jaw, let it go. Any tension you have in your throat, across your chest, your abdomen, let it all go. Tension in your hips, your knees, any tension all the way down to your feet. Let it go. Feel your weight heavy against the floor. Feel how you are supported by the earth and you are safe. Know that any challenges you face, you will be able to face. And enjoy the peace of Shavasana. On your next inhale, deepen your breathing. Begin to make some small movements with your fingers and toes, some circles with your wrists and ankles. You can stretch your arms out long and come over to one side in the fetal position. Stay here for just a moment. When you're ready, push yourself up and come back to a comfortable seated position in the center of the mat. Let your eyes float shut. Scan your body. See how it feels differently than when you began your practice. It's a good time to come back to your intention and thank yourself for coming to your mat today and doing something that's good for you. I hope that you bring the peace of your practice through the rest of your day. Bring your hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'll see you next time.